So with this hidden objects challenge, I think we have to put tokens into place. I like the happy face tokens. Those are nice. Is this another token? What's this puzzle? I guess we need to get all the pieces in the correct spots, and those are the correct spots. Okay. Wow, what is this? Okay, so we need 8 of the one type, and then 4 of the other. Okay. This... yeah... This is not a puzzle I am doing. I'm skipping this puzzle. Okay. That should give me the printing plate. Let's use it on the printing machine upstairs. Printing machine, the best we've ever seen. Let's see. It's got to be the Dreadmond Herald. Dreadmond Herald. It's painted. Let's see what this headline is. Richard Garroway is not 34 years old? What? What, are you telling me that he is... Gossip of the day. Fate Carnival changes ownership. Oh no! Fate's Carnival! Madame Fate's Carnival? They're gonna make another Madame Fate's Carnival in this series? And soda is delicious. Good to know. Okay. Alright, let's go back downstairs. Well, that's kind of cute. A cute little Easter egg, letting players know what the next game in the series is gonna be. So he's not 34 years old. Is he the same person as his World War I ancestor? I don't know. Could he actually be living forever using his evil immortal machines? I guess that's possible. It seems creepy and weird, but possible. I do have a soda coupon. No. I'm getting my soda. I deserve a soda. Okay, 12, 15, 1950. What? Oh, come on. 12, 15, 50 maybe. 12, 15, 50. Jeez. So much work just for one can of dire soda. Really, probably more effort than necessary. Back to the dark room, shall we? So what am I gonna use the soda on? Just dump it in here? Yes. Haha. I don't have printer paper. Doesn't matter, I'm just gonna use some soda. These are probably the pictures up in the attic area. So we've got a token, anti-rust spray. Oh, and the game says I'm going to the dark room. Okay. Fine, do I put the photo up here? 34, 22, 13, and 24.
This must be a clue. Did Richard hide something in the library? I'm going with you.
Sure thing, Alison. Sure thing. You're a pretty amazing reporter, Alison. Let's go. I'm taking the long way around.
These are the drawers from the photograph.
Definitely. So 24, 13, 22, 34. You might need this.
Quick, Dreadmond is doomed unless you turn off all of the conduits.
Okay, I'll try. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of pressure. Connect the matching symbol in the lower left corner by pressing a symbol and dragging to form a path. Paths should not cross. Let's see. How do I do this? Like if red goes like this, and then yellow goes like that, then blue would go like that. Okay, this looks like it opens up a puzzle with these monkeys. It looks like for this puzzle, you click on a piece and you can move it, but how am I going to get the up and down pieces to work? Let's see. I don't know how to do that one. I don't want to skip the entire puzzle. Let's see what the info says. Press the tile to move it in the direction indicated. I'll try once more. Up, and then down. Yeah, and then if I could move that final one up, that would have been great. Okay, I'll just skip this particular one. Okay, so that the pieces were supposed to look like this. So let's see this one. Press and drag the disc to reveal the symbols on the monkeys. Those ones. Okay, so it's just red triangle, really. Red triangle, and then yellow hearts. And that's not a heart, it's more like yellow circles. 1, 2, 3, 4... There are 5 symbols here, and then I do not follow. I don't follow this at all. Okay, because there's no way for me to do this without having 6 symbols, and there are only 5 symbols on the monkeys. Skip this part, I guess. I'm sorry about this. Okay, this puzzle now. Info. Enter the correct shapes in the yellow typewriter. Huh, what are those correct shapes? And then the ones on the monkey, heart, that one, triangle. Okay. Now what? In the top left, arrange the symbols next to the correct numbers. Numbers correspond with the books, and the symbols represent each author's nationality. So one is Dostoevsky, who was, as you can see, Russian. So Russian letters. 2 is Confucius. So Confucius had letters that looked like that. Okay, Ramses had those style letters. And I can't see Arabian Nights, not really. Perhaps those 2 are Ramses. Well, it looks like number 1's in place, and I can't mess with it. So, trying to figure out what numbers 2, 3, and 4 are. Let's look at this again. Press 2 symbols to swap them. I'm gonna skip this as well. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. It's time to get artistic. Ooh boy. Yay! Trees and numbers, huh? So it's 6, 3, and 6. I can solve this one. Yay! It looks like with that numbers puzzle, Ramses was 4, and Arabian Nights was 2, and then Confucius was actually 3. Ah! I had the right symbols, but the wrong order. I guess I'm just not good at that puzzle. That puzzle just did not like me. What the heck? See you there. So, this was another trap. He set up a giant statue trap. That seems, what's the word? Ridiculously extreme. So he took Alison there. He knew I would see it. He knew I would solve the puzzle. Okay, so let's go back to the crypt stairway. Let's find this new location that has just been unlocked. Well, I guess I will unlock it with my newly charged will. Ah. Richard.
Well, we find ourselves in a peculiar situation, Detective. I'm sure you'd love to arrest me, but as long as I have Alison... Under the circumstances, listen to some fatherly advice and proceed left to Dreadmond Lake.
Okay, I don't think he's lying this time. He's enjoying it too much. I need to see if he's telling the truth. So left is Dreadmond Lake. It looks like we can't visit any of these other locations yet. He's just hanging around doing nothing. So let's go to the lake and save Alison. The fog conceals the far end of the lake. Yeah, it is very foggy. It's impossible to move the paddle boat out of the muck without pedals. Donated by Richard Garroway. Yeah, I don't know about that. Generously donated. Ha! Let's see, I have my Allen wrench. I can kind of see her. Okay, hold on a second. Where did it say to use the Allen wrench? Here, on the right. Quite sure what I'm having to do here. The game says I should move along. There's another puzzle piece. Let's go up here. This needs a battery. I have a car battery. Now, perhaps I can see. At least I know where he took her, but getting to her is going to be a real challenge. And now I'll open this up. I have a lens. Let's see what this map area looks like. Yeah, see, wow, this is another huge map area. Okay, over here on the left. What on earth is that? That is ride token. I need some marbles before I can solve this particular puzzle. Let's go back to the inner sanctum.
I want you to save Alison. I need you to be the legend I've heard so much about, so I can witness you in action. What I've done might seem cruel, but it is necessary. I am the keyhole. You are the key. Together, we'll unlock the unimaginable.
I don't really want to work with you.
When you reach the end, everything will make sense. Now, listen, and I'll tell you a story.
Fine. Story time. Oh, I need to look at this screen and he tells me the story.
History teaches us that great epiphanies usually start with small things. An apple falling from a tree, the refraction of light, mold on a piece of bread. However, mine started with fire, screams, and barbed wire on the battlefield. I was there in the summer of 1916, Clary by the Somme. As the bullet went through my chest, she emerged to carry me to the Valley of Shadows, the dark companion, the goddess of death. I look good for being 100 years old, don't I? Well, you haven't heard anything yet.
Let's hear more.
Fate would have it. I cheated death that day. Ever since, the quill has protected me. I raided the Parisian catacombs, the dungeons of Prague, and the mountains of Serbia in search of a key to her astral home. In the Balkans, they call her Morana. In Scandinavia, they call her Hel. In Brittany, they call her Anku. Through my travels, I have amassed great knowledge. This is where you come into play. You are the instrument I need. You will open the gates of the Dark Realm.
Let's see.
I never found the key, but I learned how to build one. Each of the statues that is activated is a turn of the lock.
Really? The statues all go
drained
together?
soul is a sacrifice required to lift the veil, to tear through it, and reunite me with Anko. So, Master Detective, if I am to be Jack Catch in this infernal analogy, my axe requires the finest honing. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know what on earth he's talking about. Jack Catch? Analogies? Axes?
I'm known to be quite courteous to Dreadmond visitors, even though they end up tied to a chair. But you deserve special treatment. Therefore, be a good Pinocchio and get the present I've left on the chair. Geppetto's got to run now.
I'm locked into a dance macabre with this evil man, but I'll dance right into his hands if I can save the people he's endangered. So it looks like I need to fill up the quill with another giant puzzle, and I obviously need to save Alison along the way. Curious thing. It's a record player. Okay. That is still a very, very curious thing. Okay. Something I can still do here. Look at this. Rusted shut. I have spray. So this guy apparently thinks I can unlock the key that he can find the goddess of death by having all his statues come together too. Both glass and death are transparent. Cut through one, the other cuts through you. Hey, marbles! I needed those. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like a really strange, complicated scheme. Okay, so this is a puzzle where you move the pieces around. Yeah, and you can do silly stuff like that. Let's see. So what if I get the yellow pieces here like that? That way I can get the blue pieces there like that, and move red to the exit there on the top. Come on, you can do this. Go. Alright, that opens the abandoned park. An abandoned park. Well, this is creepy. Dead skateboard. Okay, I need something to break this spring so I can grab that. Ah, man, this looks like a creepy ride. Okay, we definitely need to find these tokens. I think it's those ride tokens. That gives me some braces. What, did they just rip them from a child's mouth? I need to blow up the bouncy castle. I see. Okay, fish the ducks. Looks like I need some fishing stuff, and I have some croquet balls. Camper's Hill. I've got another puzzle piece there. Okay, Camper's Hill. Looks like this has some sort of pole. Huh. Dear Master Detective, I'll go ahead and get us into the cabin. Henry Sharp. There's the token. Okay, Henry's helping us get into the cabin. That's nice of him. Looks like that thing needs gear. This would be perfect for a wax mold. And it has a spatula. There are arrowheads on all the sides except one, so I need to get an arrowhead for that. Grabbing these things here, it's a tent. And yeah, I think that's it for these new places so far. So in the next video, I'll continue exploring. I imagine the first thing I have to do is just use these ride tokens here on the ride to activate some sort of puzzle.